back, big man! Yep, that's like right where I seen him. Right by that last pine tree, and I was right on that knoll. And that's where he come right across there.
This is so hard to hold steady when it's zoomed.
Come on, big man! Dude, I want him to come out here so bad. Where you at? Woo! If they're not on this side, they're definitely on the other side, though.
We got a second bull. Well, we've been investigating over there. I know. The last 3 times.
Tom, it was right there on that little skinny tree. That camera right there. That little blonde and right there. And it was facing that way, and it caught him coming out right over there by that white tree. Everybody's like, oh, it's got a red shirt on. Like, listen, I'm gonna put a red shirt on in the recreation.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we got to get that camera. We got to set it up.
Which takes 5 minutes. You guys record me. I'll write my 100-foot tape measure. I'll record the distance. I'll get the heights. I'll stand over there, let it take a bunch of photos of me, and then we'll figure out like how tall and how big I am compared to the subject with my arm like this or like this. But here's my thing: when his hand is like this, why do you not see my skin? Why do you not see the skin?
At the time it was cold, they would have been wearing gloves.
I get it, but don't you see like? So
I see where you're coming from, but
So it was just they wore all black that day and walked out of the woods.
I don't know.
I mean, I know what you're saying, but
Once we get more measurements and stuff, I'll be more convinced.
if we know it's out of
Because I already caught the fact that it was up over the hill, and the height of it, it would have been a lot taller than it looked in the picture. I already figured that much out just by looking at it.
well, I just figured that out right now.
I already figured that.
I think they're more down at the bottom of it because these deer are just going through here like crazy with whatever they want to do. We never see this much deer activity up there.
I know. That's what I was saying. So like, if the deer are on the other side or on this side, I think they're for some reason, but they're on both sides of the deer actually.
That's true.
Maybe that's why they're just the Sasquatch is sticking to the other side. I'm not really sure. I don't know, but we're getting more activity on the other side. So by putting the recorder out there tonight,
We've never seen so much deer activity up here.
we'll definitely find out. We'll be able to start narrowing things down, but it's definitely a good start. I mean, if you get a photo, and what I try to tell people is, if it's 100 yards away and it's a little over a grade and it drops down, then there's an issue because the height reference is going to be a little bit taller than it looked in the photo. And on top of that, like anybody that says, well, it had a red shirt on, I'm more inclined to say it's an overexposure or to the point of where the sun makes it look that way because it was 12:17 p.m. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Well, that is the highest point the sun gets all day at noon.
right. So I have to just rule out some discrepancies. So maybe people will second guess the photo and say, you know, once the accurate study is done with the measurements, wow, there is something. If it comes back and it's 8 foot tall, or 9 foot or 10 foot tall, then I mean,
Explain that.
Explain it. Yeah, that's where I'm at. But I have to do it because it's my due diligence. If I don't do it, then I'm wrong. But as far as the recording, man, if we can get stuff up here, that's my next spot. Over here is
Down.
I want to go in there in that holler because nobody ever goes in there. I never seen a person in there, and that goes for miles that way.
It goes all the way down towards the other side of the road.
That'll go to Center Road.
Yeah,
Meadows.
behind
Center.
the woman's house.
That's like so far away.